Hi, this is DGP Week 19. Don't forget your heading with your name and your core and then your title. Don't forget to include those things. I'm seeing lots of mistakes with commas, so make sure you are putting something like Friday or whatever day of the week it is, comma, March 27th, comma, 2016 or whatever year you are using this video. I hope to use them for years to come, but it is the end of March when I'm recording this in 2016. So our first day, we are going to do parts of speech, and the first thing I'm going to look for are articles, because this says I have one, and I feel confident in articles because there are three of them, a, and the. So I found my one article. Now the next thing, I'm going to start looking for things that I know. The great man is he who does not lose his child's heart. Heart is a noun. I also know that man is a noun. Those are two nouns. While I'm thinking about it here, I'm going to highlight my two sentences. I have two sentences here. And so I just highlight them so that you can maybe see. The color helps. And I'm going to be looking for some additional things. We've got a great man. This is an adjective. We only have one adjective, so I can go ahead and cross that off. And then I've got, let's see, something else. Ooh, here's an adverb. Not is, you can always depend on not being an adverb, just like you can count on the being an article. We only have one adverb, so I'm going to mark that off. And adverbs typically break up verb phrases. Does, lose. So we can turn it around when you put the not in there. Does not lose. So this is a helping verb and an action verb. There's our action verb, and we have a helping verb. Now notice we have a linking verb over here, which must mean it is in our yellow. And here it is. Our linking verb is, connects our predicate noun. In this case, it's the pronoun he, to either rename or describe. In this case, it renames the subject. That'll come in handy tomorrow. It is a child's heart. This is a noun, but it's owning something, so this is a possessive noun. And it's his heart, and so here is a possessive pronoun. So coming over here, we have a possessive noun and a possessive pronoun that we took care of. We have a pronoun here that we took care of, so I'll take care of that, and we've already done our linking verb. If you're doing these in order, last week we had a relative pronoun. A relative pronoun is who. So now we have completely labeled our first installment of DGP Week 19. So I'm going to move on. This is parts of speech. Now we're going to move on to parts of sentences. I hope that you are seeing how this builds on each other. Let me label our sentences. We have who does not lose his child's heart as a clause, and we have the great man is he as our second clause. So when I have those two, you know you have two subjects. I find it easier to work with your verbs. If you'll look at yesterday's, here is a verb, and here is a verb. So we're going to repeat that. This is a verb, and this is a verb. Now we've got to decide which one is transitive and which one is intransitive there. So who does not lose what? Here is your direct object. So this is a transitive verb. This is an intransitive verb. In this sentence, the yellow, we don't have a direct object. We have a predicate noun. And a predicate noun is a noun in the predicate part of the sentence that goes back and renames the subject. In this case, man is your subject. Man is he. So we have that subject. And then here we have another one. Does not lose. Who doesn't lose? Well, if I said Drew does not lose his child's heart, they wouldn't have any problem. But since it's the relative pronoun, it gets a little tricky. It just is more abstract. Who is your subject here? So both of our subjects, both of our verbs. I already told you about your predicate noun, and you automatically did your direct object. So moving on to the third. Again, let me get out my highlighter. The yellow, the great man is he, comes here. The green, who does not lose his child's heart, goes here. So we have our subject. If you'll look at yesterday's, man is a subject, who is a subject. So I'm just going to put man here, and I'm going to put who here. Now, if you'd prefer to do one clause at a time, that's fine, but you can do it either way. It doesn't matter. So I'm looking, great man, the man. Guess where these guys go? So we're looking for a verb, and of course, if you'll go back, we labeled this as an intransitive verb. Man is he. Now look at the difference between this and this. This tells you we have a predicate noun, and I just kind of draw that imaginary arrow coming from this slanted line because your predicate noun a predicate noun renames your subject. If it was a predicate adjective, it would describe your subject. So we completed the first. Here we have does lose as your verb phrase. Both of those need to go in there. And your adverb, memorize this, it will always be the same for you, is not. And it adds to the verb. Who does not lose what? His heart. And we have his heart, and we have a child's heart. And there you have, I think it's DGP week 19. Let's check. There it is. 19 is completed. Thank you.